Hey everyone, welcome back to Vintage Car Spotlight, the show where we dig up the classics, dust them off, and take a ride back through automotive history. I'm Big Al, and today we are talking about a true American original. No, it's not a muscle car. It's not a sports car, but it's a legend. Built like a tank, and more iconic than most cars on the road. That's right, we're shining the spotlight on the Checker, America's taxi cab. The Checker Marathon is one of the most recognizable cars ever made. Not because it was fast, not because it was flashy, but because it was everywhere. If you hailed a cab in New York City or Chicago, odds are it was a Checker. You couldn't miss the boxy silhouette and roomy back seat. The company behind it, Checker Motors Corporation, was based in Kalamazoo, Michigan, founded back in 1922. Checker didn't care about speed records or styling trends. Their focus? Durability, longevity, simplicity. These cars were built to take a beating. Literally designed to handle potholes, luggage, and passengers day in and day out. Checker Marathon debuted in 1961 and kept the same basic styling until production stopped in 1982. In a world where car designs changed every couple of years, Checker stayed the course. Because it worked. The Marathon was boxy, sure, but the shape made for unbeatable interior space. Passengers loved the legroom. Drivers loved the visibility, and mechanics, well, they loved how easy it was to fix. Under the hood, Checkers very often came with trusty Chevrolet straight sixes or small block V8s. Nothing exotic, but reliable as all get out. These weren't performance cars, but they could take hundreds of thousands of miles if properly maintained. Checkers stopped building cars in 1982. Not because demand disappeared, but because the big automakers were making it nearly impossible for small companies to keep up with new safety and emission standards. But the legend lives on. Collectors today love their Checkers for their oddball charm, their rugged build, and their starring roles in movies from Taxi Driver to Men in Black. So what's a Checker worth today? A good Marathon will run you anywhere from 10 grand to 20 grand, depending on condition, and originality counts. They're not flashy, but they're conversation starters and quirky classics that bring people together. They remind us that utility can be cool and that sometimes the car that drove everybody else is the one worth preserving. If you've got a soft spot for vintage steel with a story to tell, don't overlook the Checker. Thanks for riding along on this episode of Vintage Car Spotlight. And don't forget to comment and subscribe for more deep dives into the classics that you thought you knew. Until next time, keep your engines running and your stories rolling.